This is the plaintiff, Robert Zottarelli. He says the super aggressive defendant towed his car unlawfully, and he wants his money back. The defendant's a thug who's super scary, so he decided he needed to take care of things the professional way, and by that he means take him to court. He's suing for $324.75, the amount he's owed. This is the defendant, Robert Scores. He says the plaintiff was parked in a fire lane in a short-term parking lot for 3 hours. He says he towed the illegally parked car himself and had the authorization to do so from the building manager. Everyone thinks you're a bad guy if you tow cars, but he's just doing his job. He's accused of being a real tough guy.
Okay, Robert Zottarelli.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? You're suing Bobby's Auto Repair, represented here by Robert Scores. You're the owner, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
For $324.75. The cost of a towing. I mean, towing's gotten expensive, but it's not $3,000. Tell me what happened.
I was in the process of moving that day. I had moved into the new place December 28th, so I've been there about 2 weeks. I had things in my car. I had gotten there.
So you live at this building?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you pay for a parking space?
I pay for off-site parking in a garage. I'm waiting to get an actual parking space inside.
So you don't have a parking space inside?
I don't have a parking space inside. On move-in day, I was told by the property manager that I can park on the sidewalk inside the gate where the parking lot is temporarily during moving.
Is that a fire lane?
No.
Okay. Is that a loading and unloading lane?
It's not a
parking
not for
space.
trucks.
It's not a space, though. It's not an actual parking space, right?
It's not an actual parking space, no.
But you're saying that the property manager told you you could park there
we
for how long?
can park there temporarily for short term.
What's short term? He told you you could park there?
Moving, groceries, if we have guests. She said if we have guests, they can park there because it's a bad area. If we don't want them to park on the street, they can park there for short term.
For how long is short term?
I'm not sure. She never said.
Wow, that's one hell of a property manager, huh? How many guests can you park there? If you have a party, your 20 guests can all park their cars there and block everything?
Probably not.
Right.
But I was not blocking anything.
Okay.
So I got there around 4:30. I parked on the sidewalk in the gated parking lot. I was moving my things. I took about 3 trips.
What things?
Stuff I had from my old place.
Okay.
Like clothes and stuff. I jumped in the shower quick. I had worked that night. I work as a registered nurse at the hospital nearby. I had worked that night. I jumped in the shower, got ready, came down. My car was gone. I'm in scrubs. My car is gone. I think it's stolen.
Right.
At this point. So I get on the phone and I get on the phone with the property manager. I try to get on the phone. She doesn't answer. Then I called a few friends. One friend, husband is a cop. And he was able to find where my car was, and it was at Bobby's
Okay, and that's because when you tow the car, you have to inform the police department because everyone's first instinct is to think it got stolen and to call the police department.
That is correct.
All right, why was the car towed?
When you enter the security gates there's a line of about 6 parking spots, which are actually it's not a parking spot, it's fire lane, and it's clearly marked.
Are they parking spots or are they not parking spots?
No, so the way they do it is allow you to unload your car there for a 15-minute period of time.
Okay.
So you can pull in, I'm just saying, there's 6, if you could park cars there, there'd be room for 6 cars in front of the building.
Okay.
When you pull in past the security gate, it's clearly marked fire lane, and he was...
So the whole space where those 6 cars would theoretically fit is marked fire lane?
Correct.
Does anybody have pictures of this?
I have pictures.
Let me see it.
Pictures of where my car was parked. These are a few of the pictures.
How long was your car parked there?
1.5 hours.
How is that a short period of time for unloading and loading only?
30 to 40 minutes I was unloading, and then I jumped in the shower to come back downstairs to run to work.
For about 30 to 40 minutes you were, and then you took an hour shower?
Yeah, it took me about an hour to get ready.
Okay, but you don't have a parking space. You don't pay for a parking space there. What?
Right.
Like how? According to you, he was parked there a lot longer. How long?
It was 3 hours.
He was parked. How do you know he was parked there 3 hours?
They called us 2 hours into him being there.
Who's they?
The complex, the
property manager?
The property manager.
The property manager, he says, gave him permission to go ahead and park
Correct.
there? Let me see. Do you have anything from the property manager?
Absolutely.
Let me see. Do you have anything from the property manager?
I have my lease. That has
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Does your lease say something about how you can park there?
It has.
Then that's useless to me.
Okay.
Do you have anything verifying you're flapping gums about how you have permission to park there and we're totally legally.
No, I
because
don't have a
that's the
statement from
premise
the
of what
property.
you're saying.
Right.
Who is the lady raising her hand? Who is that lady?
My mother.
Okay, give me 1 second. Hold on.
So if this dude hangs out for 45 minutes after loading and unloading, can he be towed?
He can be towed.
45 minutes is too long?
Nope.
Oh, so you can be
I'm
towed.
sorry, it's too long.
What about 5 minutes, say?
It's good.
5 minutes is good.
Yeah.
What's the magic number?
15 minutes.
15 minutes going inside the courtroom.
You understand that to the naked eye, you are completely illegally parked. Your entire premises, but Judge, I have permission to park there. You have to prove that part. You can't just say it.
I wasn't illegally parked.
Oh, you clearly were illegally parked. I'm looking at where you parked. That's not a parking space. You know that's not a parking space. You don't pay for parking. Let's see what the property manager says. The parking policy at the property is to allow parking for 10 to 15 minutes at the loading area in front of the lobby. There is no tenant or guest parking allowed anywhere else on the property unless the car belongs to a tenant who has paid for a parking space. And then they may only park in their designated parking space they've paid for. So what they're saying their policy is 10 to 15 minutes. Our property manager had spoken to Mr. Zottarelli previously and made sure he was aware of the policy. We called Bobby's Towing after the car had been parked there for a minimum of 2 hours. And by the time Bobby's Towing arrived, it had been parked there for 3 hours. Signed sincerely by Berenz. Do you know Berenz?
No.
Okay, who's the person you talked to?
Sarah.
Okay,
Sarah
do you have a statement from Sarah?
I do not.
Okay, if you want to be able to prove what you're saying as opposed to that you're a scofflaw, then you have to be able to prove what you're saying. Mom, come on up and talk to me.
Hi. The only reason I said anything at all was because, as he said, he was in the process of moving. He was still moving. He still had a lease.
Can't have the car there now. Let's forget what they said. Forget that property manager says it's 2 hours and that it's actually 3 hours he's parked there. Let's go by your theory, 1.5 hours. How is that immediate loading and unloading when you decide you're going to take a shower and leave your car there and inconvenience everybody else?
Well, as I said, he was still in the process of moving. And when his big move occurred, we had a rental truck, and we were there, my husband, Robert, and myself, moving with the rental truck and parked right there, and the office was right there, and we were told that day by this woman that, yes, for moving, obviously, it's going to be longer.
Do you hear me?
Absolutely.
How is showering moving? How is showering loading and unloading?
But he was still in the process of moving.
No, sweetheart, listen. The fact that he moved 2 weeks earlier doesn't give him a free parking space in front of the building. By your own testimony, you were there an hour and a half. That is not, and by his own testimony, he was done unloading stuff, and then he didn't come back to the car for hours. You say it's an extra hour. The property manager says, no, it was 2 hours, and by the time he got there, done. Stick a fork in me. I am done.
He also
okay,
has...
no, please stop, Mom. Seriously, you should have saved him the effort of coming here. You should be the voice of reason in his life.
I am the voice. He also has a paperwork...
Okay, well, you have no reason, no grounds, and you're out of gas on this lawsuit. Verdict for the defendant.
He still has evidence that he wrote fire lane, ma'am.
Well, that's it. Done, and done means you come out with nothing. Step right over here. What's your reaction to this verdict?
I'm disappointed. I ultimately feel that I shouldn't have been towed. It was a Sunday afternoon.
The process of moving, the process, as you put it, I mean, you're dragging it out pretty long there.
Well, he also works nights. He's a nurse. He works 12-hour shifts.
I mean, I understand
That doesn't
that.
mean he's allowed to park.
No,
right?
but he also has proof saying that he was parked in a
And
fire
I
lane
have a
written
parking
by
permit
him.
for the complex.
And
It's
he
a
was
private
not in a fire
community,
lane.
and there are people parking there all the time. I have pictures of people parking there.
All right, okay. All right, right around the corner, all right? Head right around there. Let's see what the tow guy has to say. All right, tough guy, as they called you. Step right in here. What do you think of the outcome here?
No parking means no parking. It's clearly marked.
Harvey?
Here is the harsh reality. If there's no rule on this from the building, once you're done, you got to leave. And if you don't leave, you can almost immediately be towed.